Last weekend, I was fortunate to see Jackie Kashian, one of my favorite comedians, perform live for the first time at the Comedy Attic in Bloomington, near Indiana University. I already knew she was a smart and hilarious storyteller, but the timing of her visit was particularly fortuitous for me. I had just finished reading Talk, The Science of Conversation and the Art of Being Ourselves by Alison Wood Brooks. So while I was watching one of my favorite talk performers, I couldn't help thinking of all the things Dr. Brooks would have suggested I do if I had been in a conversation instead of just a listener and a laugher. Talk is an acronym, yes, but more importantly, it's a maxim, or a set of maxims that can be used by anyone to improve any and every conversation a person has. The acronym is T is for topics. Choose them, plan for them, and manage them strategically. A is for asking. Ask more and better questions. And yes, asking more leads to better. L is for levity. Whenever I hear that word, I think funny, but it's far more important than that. K is for kindness. Amazingly, this doesn't come naturally for many people in conversation, but who says planning to be kind somehow makes it less meaningful? Hint, no one. Dr. Brooks has piles of research, much of it her own, and fills each chapter dedicated to each maxim with real-life scenarios, anecdotes, exercises, and lessons that readers can choose to use. Pick any of them, and your conversations will improve. An example comes from the takeaways for the topics chapter. Quote, small talk is not the enemy, but getting stuck on any one topic for too long, especially topics at the base of the topic pyramid, is the enemy. Topic prep is your best friend, end quote. What is the topic pyramid? A simple little hierarchy that starts at the bottom with small talk, things anyone can discuss. The weather, traffic, or for old people like me, the aches, pains, or low-grade injuries I'm nursing are easy and riskless openers. But good conversations will move from that zone to tailored talk, the zone where fewer people can connect with the given topic, though most can still participate. It ends with what I would consider the goal of having the best, most meaningful exchanges, or deep talk. This top portion of the pyramid is where the greatest connections are made. The topics are personal to this specific group and likely at a specific moment. The asking chapter lines up with the primary focus of the workshop I teach on conversation. Brooks's detail and data are comprehensive here, and I spent an hour nodding my head while reading it the first time. The maxim is simple. Aim to ask more questions in every conversation. Open-ended, follow-up, and topic-switching questions are truly the fuel of great conversational connections. Brooks writes, quote, asking itself is a form of caring, end quote. People feel the care that comes when interest is expressed in them. Oh, and asking too many questions is rare enough not to fear it. More is the key. For me and the hilarious Jackie Kashian, bringing levity to a chat is no problem, right? Actually, it usually isn't a problem for me, but not because I'm funny. It's because I'm good at finding the fun. Possibly the greatest compliment I ever received was given to me by a worker in the Indiana State House many years ago. She said to me, quote, I watch all of you people milling around all day in this building, and there's one thing I've noticed. You laugh more than anyone here, end quote. Mission accomplished. Finally, for anyone not planning for their own kindness when entering a conversation, they are not prepared. Brooks writes simply, quote, kindness takes work. Focus on your partner's needs before your own, end quote. That sounds so sweet, doesn't it? But pay attention to the conversations you have that you think are good versus the ones that you think suck. Then evaluate the differences just on this measure. It's a monumental difference maker. Which leads me back to Kashian. During her set at the Comedy Attic last week, she described a fascinating pact she made with a friend. They promised they would both apologize to anyone they are rude to immediately. Kashian tells an awesome story of a dispute she had at a car rental counter. It sounded similar to ones I've had myself. The commitment to apologize when kindness is lacking could, in theory, make a person kinder in general. Shocking. Who needs kindness at a comedy show? No one really. But in real life, all of us do. Talk has a great bonus chapter on the process and value of apologies, too. I'm sorry, but I don't have time to talk about that this week. Maybe in the future. Go Reds.